Before we get into our training video, if by chance you found this video as a recommended video on YouTube, this training video is actually part of an extensive CorelDRAW for Beginners training series from AdvancedTshirts.com. We have developed dozens of videos, and we also have available on our website downloadable work-along files that you can work with in CorelDRAW while you're working through the training videos. Easily the best and fastest way to learn. If these videos are helpful to you, please take a second to add a like to the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can be notified when we upload new video content. And of course, in the comment section below, you can post your questions or your CorelDRAW video tutorial requests. In this session, we're going to take a look at the property bar. And that's right up here beneath the standard bar. The property bar is a dynamic toolbar in CorelDRAW that will change based on the selected tools or objects in CorelDRAW, opening up tools and options for working with the selected tool or object in CorelDRAW. Now right now I have the pick tool with nothing selected, so by default the property bar is set to the page property bar. However, if I go over to the pen tool, coming off of the freehand tool flyout and come down to the pen tool, you'll notice that the property bar will change to the property bar for the pen tool, and I have options for the tool here. Preview mode, automatically add or delete nodes, so I can set up the options or the features for the tool from the property bar. And here is the outline. We'll cover outlines and other things later in the video training. But I do want to draw attention to the property bar because it is dynamic, and we'll always want to keep an eye on what's going on with it and become familiar with it and how we can work with it when we're working with our tools and graphic design in CorelDRAW. If I scroll down here and I'll go to my pick tool again, which will just hit my space bar there, but if I select this rectangle, now I have the rectangle property bar, and I can change what's going on with that and the options for how I'll be working with this vector shape from the rectangle property bar. If I left click, hold down, and lasso these three rectangles, now it's changed to the multiple object property bar. And I can work with the multiple objects, and we'll cover this in depth in a future training session. But I do want to draw attention to this property bar because we'll be using it a lot. I use it a lot. It's a very integral part of working in CorelDRAW. If I left click and select text, now I'll have the text property bar, and that's now changed to being able to set up the options for my text, select my font, how big I'd like it to be, bold or not bold, etc. All in the object property bar, which once again is dynamic and changes based on tools and objects that you have selected or are working with in CorelDRAW. We'll wrap here for the property bar, and we'll continue in our next session.